Capricorn, how are you doing? Thank you for joining me. Welcome to your 2019 Lenormand reading. I'm excited to be doing this for you with the Lenormand deck. This is my deck. It will come out this year, and I've been putting off putting out the Lenormand readings for a while because I wasn't ready to publish or announce this, but it's so late in the year, we just have to bite the bullet. So not releasing an announcement yet as to the publishing of this, but I will let you know in the description box when it's ready. And we're going to do an upgraded version of the spread we did last year, which is the 21 card spread. My deck has several extra cards, and it's called Zen Norman, and it's from the theme of Zen. And so it's a cross-cultural deck. It has like references to other cultures, but it's all on the theme of Zen and harmony. Let's take a look at your cards. The reason that they're shining like this is there's this purple like unicorn sheen to it on the back. Your first card is chastity. You're the third out of 4 signs I've done. You're the third one who's gotten chastity. Everybody's being very good. Everybody's on their best behavior. North Node's in Cancer. We got to be pristine or we're going to get kicked out of the house. Anyway, so I'm just kidding. We have this clear intention, positive intention being brought forward, and I feel like there is just a real peacefulness that is about you at this time. There could be a person who comes towards you this year who has very good intentions. They're a very good person. They're a spiritual person. They're a mindful person. The second card is Clover, which is actually Jupiter in Sagittarius rules the Clover, and this is good luck. You know, Jupiter in rulership and Sag in your 12th house. I think a lot of things will happen for you behind the scenes, Capricorn. So maybe not everything is going to be front and center. Some of the things, the good luck that's coming into your life will be actually beginning or developing behind closed doors. The next message is the Dharma card. So this is one of the bonus cards in my deck. So Dharma is the process forward. Karma is where we are coming from, and Dharma is where we are going. And so I feel like feminine energy brings you forward in life. So let's see that this year, if you are in a situation or a predicament in which you are confused or you don't know what to do, turn to a woman and ask her. She'll give you her opinion, and I think that that will really guide you in which direction to go. Women are also very vital to your success in business this year, to long distance travel buddies, that kind of thing. You might actually be dealing with a lot of women who are international from different countries than yours. So there's this kind of energy flow that happens between you and other women or you and women. And I feel like it's dharmic in the sense that you are being brought back to your purpose in this concept of chastity, really kind of like a priest going along around the world, making it a better place. This what Capricorns do low-key anyway. Here is the next message. We have the ship. There's some degree of travel, opportunity to change home, maybe move to a distant place, maybe visit family that's far away. Maybe you'll take a big trip to visit family in another country or another continent. You may also buy property far away. So if you're in that kind of situation, that is a good time for you to buy. Let's see astrologically. Uranus, only at the beginning of the year, Uranus will be in your 4th house, and Chiron is moving into your 4th house. So if you do want to buy property, my advice is to buy it. I would say be cautious. The Chiron in the Aries transit is be careful with home matters, especially if you've had a legacy or a history of property issues. Like maybe if you've always had the bad luck with buying a house or something, be very, very careful with this. And Chiron moving into your 4th house, I feel like this is the energy of, in some way, Chiron moving into your 4th house. If you do want to buy a home, this is saying buy a home in a faraway place, but make sure you're careful, and the sooner the better before Chiron moves into Aries, which will be like March, something like that. So pretty early in the year. The next message is the Paths card, and so I feel like this is options are going to be not very clear for you. There's going to be a lot going on. Jupiter's heading into Capricorn. There's a lot of different things for you to consider thinking about partnerships. Whenever we're thinking about partnerships, we're thinking a lot about other people's freedom to choose. So there's a lot up in the air. It's like, which way are they going to go? What are they going to choose? There will be kind of a degree of uncertainty with regard to your options. Just be patient with that part. Remember, just keep it clean, keep it light, and you'll do fine. The next message is the Rider, and so I feel like there could be a person who comes in the latter part of the year who might be a bit problematic. This person might have an attitude problem or maybe aggressive in some way. Be careful of them. Don't be overly nice. Don't be overly apologetic. When you recognize that person coming in, you know what to do. You can stave off the devil. That's why the devil is your ruler. You can stave off the devil so you can stave off this person, whoever they're at. You're releasing yourself from a pattern of negativity. You're also releasing yourself from a religious affiliation that you may have held for a really long time. You may be moving towards something that is much more fluid, much more transformative. For some of you out there, especially if you're artists, you might be creating art that is religious in nature. So you may be creating art that is, through your own experience and dharmic inspiration, a spiritual inspiration. You may be creating art, and even your interaction with this person that's kind of shady, problematic, even this person will encourage that. So even the sour will inspire you to do great work. Here is the next message. We have the Hand. And so I feel as though there is a great protection around you, possibly a Leo. And so this is the cross-cultural part. So this is the Hamsa. This is protection. And I feel like you walk with protection. I think that God does give preference and gives protection to people who are very clear of spirit. But that doesn't mean that you can walk around and saying, I'm a nice guy, I'm a nice girl, so therefore, F you, and but this is there is that element, and good people do get hurt, good people struggle. It's not about that, but I do feel like there's like an added element of protection, presence, help. All of those energies are with you at this time. The next message is the Garden. And so in this position, I feel like maybe you will possibly at times find yourself quite alone in a group of people. So you may be very social, but have your own agenda, your own way of looking at things, your own way of thinking about things. And as you do so, you may feel kind of alone in a crowd at times, but that's a good thing, because then you can, like a shark, zero in on exactly which direction you want to go. The next message is the Mice. Okay, hold on. So industriousness is definitely on your side. I feel like industriousness is on your side. Be careful of not allowing your good fortune be taken by anything or anyone else. So Jupiter is in the 12th house of your chart. So all the progress that you are making moving forward may in some way be side-eyed or admired or looked at by other people. And so you in some way may have to be protective over that. The next message is the card of Harmony. And so what this represents is that you are attaining a level of balance, and this is the center card for our spread today. So the yin and yang symbol, the good and the bad, kind of interlocked together, the feminine and the masculine, the light and the dark, pushing each other together. It's like the wheel of fortune, right? And that's in your 12th house. That's Jupiter. And so at the center of everything, you are in perfect harmony and balance. You are the sign of 2019 and 2020. You are the sign that is the leader. Cancer shares that with you in certain ways, but you're definitely the most responsible, the go-to, the protector, the focal point of all of our experiences. You're the one we turn to, you know? And so you are the cornerstone of our lives, and that's a huge and important facet of your responsibility. A man could be coming to you from far away, and that will be a part of the expression of the perfect placement that you found yourself in at this time. The next message is the birds. I just got very dramatic. Sorry about that. There will be continual gossip that you face, and this is gossip you faced before. This is what's clouding your options and probably what's leading to people coming into conflict. If you're an artist, be very wary of your art. Be very wary at any type of art, of it being appropriated, something like that. There's a very shrewd person around you. They could be a bit of a bully. I don't like describing this energy in such a harsh way, but you want to be careful of someone who is outright aggressive, ready to create endings. And in fact, some of that energy you need to use to confront this person. I have a real big sense that particularly in the latter part of the year, there won't be an altercation, but there will be definitely a confrontation in which you shut this down really fast. It's going to be very much like, boom, you know, your snake comes out, you have a kundalini too, and it's like, no, like you go after my religion, whether it's art, whatever you believe, you know, you're going after me where my heart is beating. No, I'm gonna shut that down. That I feel that so strongly. It starts off as the beginning of the year is beautiful, but it already seeps in here. Somebody sees your good fortune and they start like calculating, right? Accounting what you have. And then slowly that becomes a murmur and a whisper and gossip until someone has the audacity to come for you and come for what you have. And that's when you show them the snake. And all the guys out there, that's not when, no pics, sending out pics to anyone, guys. But you show them the snake. You show them that snake, you know. but I really sense that energy, you know, like you show them who's boss. You show them, you know, there's a thing like you, I'm a peaceable person, right? But if in certain circumstances, this is a harsh world, in other words, and like you got to get into your Aquarian vibes here a bit, like, and this is, you know, you have to get connected with the energy sometimes. And if somebody has the audacity to trespass on your personal boundaries, then you go and, you know, legally, always do things legally, but you confront and know, because it's a weird world where people have funny boundaries, you know, like they trespass, they poke around, they think it's funny, but it's like, no, this is your kingdom, this is your pristine, and sometimes you have to let the snake snake out. And then we have the house. Okay, so careful. You know, you have to guard your territory. You have to guard your private space, what's right for you. You have to make decisions that are right for you in the right direction. And I think that sticking up for yourself is imperative, and it's upright. This is a person coming for you, Capricorn. This is like I said, somebody noticed your fly looking ring. This isn't fancy, this is just pretty, and it matches my nails, so hey. But they see your fly looking ring, they start figuring it out. You're in perfect harmony, but around you quickly is a gossip mill. And that gossip mill, there's just one little birdie in that gossip mill thinks that they can, you know, go for it. No, they can't. You shut them down. And that's when the bear comes out. That's when your you know, your snake comes out. That's when you show them who's boss. And that doesn't mean being cruel. It just means like, I just feel like, how dare you overstep my boundaries? You know, for real though. Here is the next message. We have the star before I get upset. So we have, okay, so I think that your focus should not be on what you will get out of these situations. Your focus should not be on how much you'll get, how much success or notoriety you'll get. I think your focus should be chest. And I think that if you go in a different direction, then all these pressures, all these people, all these shaky looking things around you, we all get them. So don't feel like 2019 is bad. It's probably the best year of your life. But all these shaky looking things, all these shaky situations, you know, they feed off of negative energy. And when you're too tied into how people will react, how people will respond to you, how they'll feel about you, then you run the risk of becoming a yes man, or, you know, living your life for accolades, and those things are never going to lead to anything good for you. The next message is the man. Unfortunately, this could mean that there will be an abrupt end to a man in your life. Sorry, don't dislike, it is what it is. That just means someone better is coming through. You might find yourself kind of alone after. It's like, oh, you know, and then that's what people kind of see, people who are kind of by themselves and think they can try, you know, they start stuff with people like this. So there could be an abrupt change with a person, but it is for the better. It's insight, and it's 12th house stuff, like Jupiter in the 12th, like clarifying, you know, this is like this is the background work that you have to do in order to clear the way for the next year forward. Next, we have the key. You're protected. You will find a way forward. The relationship is ending because another door has already opened. So this could be a relationship with someone else, but it's in the preliminary stages. Here is the next message. We have the whip. Okay, so constraints. You look at all these, you are in harmony, surrounded by all these sketchy people and sketchy intentions, Capricorn. Take it easy. We have Namaste, which is one of my bonus cards, and so this is like the divine in me recognizes the divine in you, and therefore you find happiness and forgiveness for everything that they've done. I feel like it's very annoying what they've done to you. When you consider it, when you appreciate it, when you look at it, it's like, how dare you? How dare you take away from what I have? And how dare you try to soil my efforts? The next message is the letter. And so I feel like you are very much maybe writing communication. There will be formal communication. For some of you, even a restraining order if it gets really bad, but that's very few of you. I feel like some of you will communicate to clarify a situation. It might be done just simply through text messages, emails, or other types of communication, like letting them know, shutting it down. Let's see your next card. We have the Child, new beginning in the world, some new opportunity, a new home in your future. On the bottom, you have a book, which is, you know, the information. You know the information about this situation even before, you know the information about this situation even before like it happens. So I feel like, sorry about the light, it just got really bright, which is weird for this time of year. There we go. But yeah, so you have the information. It does look like at the latter part of the year there will be some type of situation. You're going to be very in peace with it, and I think that this is something that has had to be addressed for some time. And so this is partnership. This is, they choose their own path forward. You just have to sit back, appreciate it, and respond appropriately. Out of that, you'll get a new outcome and presumably an improved situation. Okay, Capricorn, have a wonderful year. Check out your other 2019s down below. I also am doing a grand tableau spread for your sign in the 2019 bonus Vimeo reading. So you guys will get a dedicated playlist in which I throw in extra readings. I think I'm doing 2 right now, maybe more later coming in. And if you get the buy all, everything that I put into that bonus will be there. But don't expect more than 2. Just expect, but if you want to get the buy all, make sure that you are expecting just 2 videos. One for your son, 2 for your son, And basically, if you want to watch for your sun, moon, and rising, 222 or whatever else. Okay? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a prosperous, prosperous year. I think that it's going to be okay here. You're very, very much in the center of things. Thank you. Take care. Bye.